Well, 20 years ago today, the streets of downtown Jacksonville were packed full of NFL fans.
That's right. That's because it was the city's first and our only Super Bowl right now. Our Zach Wilcox is joining us live from Everbank Stadium.
And Zach, city leaders would like to see another Super Bowl there someday, right?
Heather, wouldn't we all? And now we know that we're going to be getting a stadium that can handle it, but can the city as a whole handle it? Well, I talked with a couple of city leaders who were here 20 years ago when the game happened about what it would take to bring another Super Bowl to Jacksonville. Cranking back through history. We had to dig through our archives to find 20 years ago when Jacksonville was home to the nation's biggest sporting event, the Super Bowl.
I was a senior in high school, so like everyone wanted to get tickets. We had a teacher who asked us, any of you who get me tickets to the game gets an automatic A for the year.
Jacksonville City Council member Jimmy Peluso remembers sitting at Bishop Kenny High School 2 decades ago, looking out across the water to see Jacksonville gearing up for the big day.
We knew in this city it was going to be that it was going to be something different, something special.
Accommodating the thousands in town for the game proved to be tricky as city leaders decided to bring in cruise ships along the North Bank to fit more fans.
I knew that the NFL alone takes up about 18 to 20,000 rooms for their guests. And we were short in sort of lounges and party places as well as the rooms.
Mike Weinstein, now Mayor Donna Deegan's chief of staff, says he was the man who filed the application for Jacksonville to host in 2005, 5 years prior in 2000. He says the city has come a long way since to set up for another Super Bowl, and by the time the new stadium opens, we may not need the cruise ships anymore.
So not only do we have the growth that's already coming to get us to 28, but we'd also have another 4 or 5, 6 years beyond that for the game to come.
Peluso says he'd like to see the city start with an NFL draft first to break in the new stadium.
That's the first real step, I think, so that everyone walks around and says, all right, I can feel a Super Bowl being here one day. So let's do that first, and then we'll go to a Super Bowl, I think.
So Peluso told me he had a bunch of family members actually come in for the Super Bowl, and they had tickets, but he didn't. So since there's no automatic A on the line anymore, hopefully if they are able to bring a Super Bowl back to Jacksonville, he'll actually be able to be in the stadium for this one. In downtown, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.